All right, so back to that Pornhub conversation, right? So, I mean, why not? I mean, I feel like
so this where we starting, huh?
This is exactly where we're starting because I feel like Pornhub's overrated. So is RedTube, all that shit. X Hamster, whatever the fuck that shit is. That's
X Hamster.
That's a thing. X Hamster is a
Never
thing.
heard of that one.
They don't fuck hamsters on there, by the way.
I
but
hope not.
it's
What
a
type of
fucking
shit you
thing.
watching, right?
Listen, people watch different things. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, New York.
I'm not.
I'm an X video nigga, right?
All right.
So not like videos of my exes. I mean, it could be, but you know, that's neither here nor there. We're not gonna talk about that right now. But you know, that's just my go-to. That's on the tabs under under something stealthy, just in case someone's on my computer, or you know, they're not gonna see
Incognito.
X. Yeah, exactly. Basically, so you know, that's what it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know, why not? I mean, everyone has to have their time, right? I mean, fuck it. So what? Like, apparently we got a new setup. If y'all, you know, watching for the second time, I wouldn't say the third time or not. But Ant's not over here no more. Ant feels like he's too special, and he wants his own little seat.
Yeah, he needs
right?
space.
He needs a space, right?
Yeah, I got the very comfortable bird cage with no back here.
Yeah, right. Oh my, you're gonna have the worst lower back in history at the pause. By the end of this publication.
It's all good.
Like, why don't you tell the people why you decided that you want to get off the couch?
I'm in the director's chair.
He is in the director's chair today, right? Yes. All right, sounds good. You know, he got everything over there.
Soundboard is really what it is.
Yeah, I was touching the soundboard a little bit too much last time. He was like, you know what? I'm just take that out of the whole equation.
Yeah, we gotta let the pro handle this.
Yeah, he decided he spent all the money on the soundboard. I'ma just be the only person to touch the shit. That's cool though. Like, you know, I feel you on that shit. 100% feel you on that shit. It's a little bit, you know, it kind of cut deep. That doesn't even make any sense. What is it? Oh wait, hold on. Let me hear that Metal Gear Solid alert. Is that what I think it is?
We're laughing at you.
That's hard. I like that shit. Yo, we got mad different type of sounds today.
There you go.
That's what I like. That's what I like to hear.
So we need faster access. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having to reach all the way across and lean so far.
I got you. I got you.
Touch your hand. We're in control.
I feel you. I mean, since we're at it, we're gonna get this thing underway and everything like that. You know, welcome everybody. It's the second episode of the War Games podcast. You know, 3 random New York niggas talking about random New York things, random video games, all that shit. Why not, right? That's what I'm talking about. So
episode 2,
we're gonna try to cut this down a little bit because you know some people have some words about it, but you know, fuck them anyway. So you know, shots fired and everything like that. Shots fired.
There we go.
There we motherfucking go.
You're welcome. Are you happy?
I didn't say thank you.
You should have.
This motherfucker over here. We got more. We got more guns right here. We got more guns. Yo, Kev, you play with guns. What type of gun was that? Can you tell just by sound?
Oof, that's a hard one. I don't know.
That's a hard one?
Off the sound.
You gonna say pause?
But you know, I do enjoy. I'm a gun connoisseur.
Gun connoisseur. You can't spell connoisseur. You can't use words that you can't spell. Speaking of that shit, I mean, we was a little late today and everything like that. There was sort of like a blizzard up in northern Westchester, so I was kind of like, you know, I was kind of trekking it over here. I still made it though not on time, but you know,
you was late too.
I was a little late.
As late as me, but
nah, definitely not. But you know, I had to make sure that I come here for the culture and everything like that. We got people waiting on us.
We made it.
You know, we got we don't got sponsors yet, but we will have sponsors and everything like that. Yo, Kev, why was you late though? Like, tell us about your interesting day or night or whatever you want to call it.
It was definitely, you know, it was a good Sunday. You know, I like to keep my Sundays interesting.
All right.
Went out to the King Spa.
Where's that?
Yeah, that's out in Jersey, right over the bridge.
Where in Jersey though? Yo, they got this nice spa though. I forgot what it's called.
Soja.
Is that it?
That's the one you talking about probably.
That's a good one too.
What's it called?
Soja.
What the fuck is that?
It's a
Soldier, like Soldier Boy?
Nah.
SOJA.
Yeah.
Is that the one that's in like Edgewater?
Yeah.
Why does everyone know about that shit? Hold on, what? Why does everyone know?
Been there?
I've been there once. Where it got like different floors and shit, and then like, but why does everyone know about that?
How do you even know about it?
Come on, chill, bro.
When did you go to? When did you do anything that's like sort of trendy or costs a lot of money.
Just because I stay in my house all the time and everything like that, you know, and be a faithful black man doesn't mean that I can't go places when I was, you know, before that. So, you know, I went a couple of places. With a couple of people.
Yeah.
Explore. That's called Soja?
Soja.
All right, Edgewater. It was very nice.
I've been to that one too. It's nice.
Had like a hotel in it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've never been. I can't afford it. I'm broke.
Yo, do we got like a one? Like, we got to have one of those fucking type of.
Sorry, that's only for you, not me. We're not playing myself.
Oh my God. See, this is why I need to get a fucking sound.
It just doesn't value those things, and that's all right.
There you go. The sound value shit. Yo, this shit right here. Now, Ant definitely values that shit.
Do you? Do you enjoy the saunas, the full body massages? Some people would say this is a taboo thing to do in these times during the pandemic.
What, for like a med? Oh yeah, you crazy for that. Matter of fact, I didn't even like think about that shit.
Listen, I've been over COVID. I don't give a damn about that shit no more.
Nigga, you was over COVID before they even announced it.
I was over that shit in March, bro.
I mean, that's because of your particular, you know, area of work. It's not like you could like just call out every day, right? You can't do that shit
because I just don't give a fuck.
Oh, well, there you go.
It is what it is.
That solves everything.
Nah, that definitely solves everything.
Niggas get shot every day, B.
But not by COVID.
Tough, right?
Not by COVID though,
bruh. Every day this world's trying to kill me. So
God
if it ain't COVID, it's
sounds like you a depressed life. Like that. God damn, right there.
Every day.
Hey man, just survival of the fittest.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I made it this far. I'm not gonna be scared of nothing.
Sheesh. All right,
I view those things as things that benefit my health. So I'm gonna continue to do those things.
All right, fuck the pandemic, right?
I mean, you know, it was a controlled environment. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, you could look at my Instagram. You know, I was in there by myself. You know what I'm saying? New York Kev.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
At New York Kev. I mean, he's probably going to have like the little thing that he had last episode and everything where you have the ticker right there. It flashes all of our Instagrams, right? I'm sure.
Yes.
All right, there you go. So you said you was at which spa?
Yeah, it was King Spa.
Doing what type of spa things?
I mean, you know, me, a couple friends went out there.
What was the boy-girl ratio?
It was about 3-1, which is always in my favor.
All right, that's right. All right, that's what I like. That's what I like.
And you know, met some people, some ladies out there as well. It was a good time.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ran them through a little yoga while I was in there in the sauna.
Okay,
it was a good time.
All right, how many saunas did it have? Because I know Soja has like mad. It has like ice saunas, dry saunas, brick saunas, mad saunas.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, normally they got about 10, I think, but right now, it's a huge facility. Right now they only have 4 available, and it's 3 per group in sauna or whatever.
What about this shit? Got the ice sauna? Because that I didn't think I was gonna like the ice sauna. But that shit was alright.
They got ice baths, which is cool.
I don't know about
I was
that
actually
shit.
doing the Wim Hof method, which is a breathing technique.
Would you like to do a little example for the viewers right now?
It's a time consuming thing. I could give you a little example. Basically, it's 30 controlled wave-like breaths, and then you exhale all your air. You hold your breath for as long as you can.
All right.
You know what I mean? You get tingles. You feel a sensation of heat. You know what I mean? And once you feel like you need to take a breath, you take a deep breath in, and then you hold it for 30 seconds.
Right.
And then you go through the process as many times as you'd like. And
then what is it supposed to do?
So it
put me to sleep.
No. It maintains your body temperature.
Okay, I got you.
Through any
through anything?
Yeah.
It's a fucking lie.
I mean, maybe
biology says that if I put you in a freezer right now doing that little Wing Chun shit that you're talking about, it's not gonna shit's gonna kill you.
No.
Like if you put you in a freezer.
With this technique, you know what I'm saying? This is a man from
Are you a monk?
No, I'm not a monk. That's a lot of dedication.
That's definitely some monk shit.
I appreciate my freedom.
Now.
You know what I'm saying? But
I got you. Can I shave your head?
What?
Nah.
Like a monk. What are you talking about?
Hey,
like a monk.
Bro.
Pause.
You hating on my hair over here.
Yo.
Nah, but you know what I'm saying? So it maintains your body temperature. I was doing that.
All right, I got you.
Bath. It was a good, did a little hot cold therapy. It was good.
I got you. Do you know what it takes to be a monk? Because now I'm on my monk shit right now. I'm in my monk bag.
I mean, I don't know why. I feel like I do. But why don't you tell me? Please enlighten me.
Listen, I don't know. Because I know that they deal in like some weird buildings, right? They just like chill and everything like that. I don't know exactly what they do. But I was I was watching something. Yeah,
what is
all
a
that
weird
too.
building?
You know them like Shaolin temples and stuff?
Yeah.
A temple is
Oh,
a
there you
weird
go.
building.
You know,
Okay, I just
they
need
got,
to
like,
clarify.
They got a lot of spires in the shit, you know? And the thing is, I was watching something, I think it was on like Nat Geo or whatever, right? That's National Geographic for you motherfuckers that don't know, right? So I saw a monk, right? And like what you're talking about, except he can like alter his body weight. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah,
I don't know. You've heard of that shit, right? Like this motherfucker like can make himself like 1,000, like a ton. Like I don't know how. He's probably like your like stature and everything, like 140, and he can make himself
Definitely not 140.
well, not you, but like probably like your size and everything like that. But like like a lot like less muscular, right? No homo. No homo. All right, don't say no fuck shit. But like he can make himself like a ton, but then he could get like
light
on
as a feather.
Light as a feather, like, and they proved it by he stood on paper, right? Like paper. They put like a paper table, right? Like a table made of paper, obviously, and he stood on that shit.
Levitation over here.
Like it's the weirdest shit, and he didn't fall through the paper. But then he did like some breathing exercises and everything like that, and then like the next second they fell through the paper. Explain that shit.
I wish I could. That's some advanced breathing shit that I don't know how you change your density, but I could definitely maintain my body temperature through. You know what I'm saying? I dove in the Norwegian Sea. Just last February. You know what I'm saying? And I maintained.
You're the world's most interesting man.
Word.
What the fuck is the Norwegian Sea?
Out in Norway.
What the
I'm saying?
fuck?
Above the Arctic Circle.
How many places have you been in life?
Oof, that's a tough one. I gotta sit back and look at a map or something.
Like for real. Like, all right, bet. All right, nah. Like seriously, if we took a map out right now of all the countries on Earth and you colored in all the countries that you've been, would there be more color or would there be less color?
Nah. I did a lot of traveling last year, pretty much the last 3 years. But I definitely still have a lot to explore and, more adventure to see. I mean, this pandemic set me back a little bit.
I got you. Did you have a lot of like plans to go to different places this year?
Definitely.
Well, last year, should I say?
Yeah.
I got you.
Sure.
So what's the your number one place that you want to go this year whenever this pandemic lets up?
Number one place. Oof, it's gonna be a tough one. It's either
Thailand.
I would love to go there, but I want to do something different. So
Thailand's not different?
It is, but there's these spots on Earth that they're
this
known.
nigga's about to get his bag. What the
there's
spots
some
on?
spots-
When a
some
nigga
spots on
starts talking
Earth.
about spots on Earth,
that have more energy and a higher frequency than others.
oh, this nigga's trying to be a Super Saiyan. You hear this nigga right
Nah,
here?
man. You funny.
What the
Nah,
fuck? Oh, there we go. That's gonna be this nigga. This nigga's trying to charge up. All right.
Yeah, of course.
Trying
That's
to collect the Dragon Balls. He's talking about spots on
You
Earth.
could definitely charge up if you've ever been in like a hot spring. You should definitely experience that.
I'm glad I got you on this podcast, son. You're the most interesting co-host, son. Yo, this is gonna be a great little series, son. I swear to God.
But yeah, I definitely, there's the earth chakras basically, and there's the same amount that is in the body. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about that, but basically for me right now it's like mountains and pyramids. Those are my main things that I want to explore. Mount Shasta is definitely on my list just because we can go to California still and make that happen. So that's like my next little adventure.
Okay.
It's 14,000 I believe feet.
Right.
Maybe feet, not meters. Cause that'd be crazy.
Yo, you can't stand inside a volcano though.
What?
Why? Why? What?
Because I'm saying, because I'm
don't
like,
understand where that came from.
like I'm all right. I just want y'all to hear my thought process. Cause,
Yes, please.
Because this is nigga right here, right? You start talking about mountains and valleys and chakras and all that shit, and it just dawned on me after he said mountain. that kind of correlates to what he said before, that he could change his body temperature. And he can't change his body temperature to like withstand
cold.
lava.
Okay, yeah. But
so I'm like, so you're a goddamn
the way
liar.
that you control your serratus anterior,
Captain Literal Man.
Ribs, it's like a what's that freaking music instrument that?
Accordion.
Yes.
Yes. There you go. Your ribs act and your serratus act in that manner when you do this breathing technique. So you actually create heat through your ribs and your serratus. You know what I'm saying? So you can maintain, but you could, at your point is right. I can't stay cold. You know what I'm saying? But I can stay warm in cold environments.
I got you. All right, so if we go to Alaska, everything like that, and
Definitely on the list.
That's on the list. All right, so if we go to Alaska, right, and we do an Alaskan podcast and everything like that, and no homo, if I tell you to go streaking outside in Alaska in Alaskan weather and
dive
lower
in the water and all that, yeah.
Get the fuck out.
I'm telling you, I'll show you how to do it too.
I'm not doing it. You're not gonna show a black man how to go out into the below freezing weather, butt ass naked.
It's a mental thing. It's a meditation. It's also just understanding.
I don't got control of my brain like that. That shit is wild.
We know.
See?
That we know.
See, there you go. Yeah. So fuck that shit. I'm not doing that. Fuck you, by the way. Oh shit! This motherfucker got Nelson and shit like that. Yo, one of these days we gotta go through every single last one of these little Kwamba buttons so I can see what's going on over here.
Why?
Because I want to see what's going on over here.
They're on the screen for you.
Yeah, but you covering like half of them.
I'm covering like 2.
Listen, all right, yeah, but 2 is all you need sometimes. Like those 2 could be the 2 in the tuck. I don't know what's going on over there.
Oh god.
But I mean, all right, that's not the
but let's change the topic. Let's go to. I want to hear about your camp out experience.
I don't know what camp out experience you're talking about. That was a very rigid ass segue. And let's change the top. God damn,
real
rigid out here.
I mean, you know what I mean.
I was about to say that you was gonna we actually had plans.
You got some more questions.
No. I mean, I don't got no any more questions. We'll talk about chakras and opening up your spirit animal and shit like that another time.
For sure.
But you was actually supposed to come with me somewhere last week, and you just dead left me out in the winter.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
I apologize for that. It was a situation. You know, my dog. This is gonna sound crazy. You know, it sounds like a dog ate my homework. Excuse.
This actually does sound crazy.
But
by the way.
The freaking dog hit the coffee table. The knife fell on my toe.
Because he had a knife on his coffee table for some reason.
Yeah. But, you know, it shouldn't have been there. But it was there.
It is what it is.
And, you know, I mean, I didn't think, you know, first of all, I didn't know how long you was going to dedicate for this freaking video call.
Way longer than I expected. I'll tell you that fucking much.
I thought maybe this shit opened at 6 a.m. We got there maybe 3 a.m. I could do 3 hours. It's nothing, you know. I could daydream for that long. But freaking, she was out there for how long?
I was out there for, it had to be at least like 12. I want to say like 12 hours just about. Yeah, shit was crazy. So I got there. I woke up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you the story. You know, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you the Cliff Notes version, everything like that. I ain't gonna go too crazy.
12 hours, bro.
Shit was wild. So of course I'm trying to get a 3080. Everyone and their mother's trying to get a 3080 and everything like that. Well, everything in their mother besides Aunt is trying to get a 3080.
Console master race.
But that don't even sound right. That don't even got like a ring to it. This motherfucker just making up fucking words and shit. Console master race. This nigga. So all right. So let me explain. Right.
Please do.
I forgot what happened the day before, but I decided to stay up for a full 24-hour situation. I was gonna go to sleep. I think I came from Ant's house. Yeah, I came from Ant's house and whatnot, recording the last podcast. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do some things on my computer first, right? Before I go to sleep. So I started just messing with things a little bit. I started, getting on After Effects and everything like that. So, I thought it was like only gonna be an hour. Hour passed, 2-3 hours passed. I made myself something to eat because I ain't eat nothing. Comes about the time where I'm supposed to actually leave to go to Micro Center. I decided I was gonna get there because I went for the release. Okay. That's an important thing to say. I went for the release of the 3080 cards. It was back in September.
Yeah, months ago, right?
Months ago. And I went there at 4:00 in the morning because I called the day before. I asked the people like, yo, y'all gonna have 3080s on stock? He was like, nah, we're not gonna have 3080s on stock, but like it's not gonna be there if you come here at a regular time. I expect for y'all, like And I was like, all right, cool. So what time do you think that I'm going to have to get here to get one? The dude tells me, get here at 7 o'clock. We open up at 10 o'clock. You should be able to get one, right? So I'm like, I don't believe you, motherfucker. So he tells me, get there at 7 o'clock. I'm going to get there 3 hours before 7 o'clock because he's telling everyone that, to get there at 7 o'clock, right? Yeah. So I'll get there 3 hours before 7 o'clock. Of course, it's 4 o'clock. Yes. I'll get there. This motherfucker is there in literal camping tents. They got fucking, they got beds. They got blow-up beds and shit like that. Damn. I was the 15th person there. They had a sign up saying only 12 cards, right? So we're like,
you left.
Hell no, we didn't leave because we're thinking, because there was mad people there. Like we're thinking, they just putting that there to really like divert the people who don't really want it. The people who really want it are gonna be there, and they're just gonna stay there, and they probably gonna have like. There's no way that this is a big launch like that, and they only have 12 cards. Boy, was I wrong. I fucking stayed there until the manager came. He's like, nah, they only really got 12 cards. Fast forward to here, it was December at the time. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna be caught assed out in the rain again. I'm gonna actually get there at 2 o'clock. So I'll get there. I was the second person there. There was one person that got there at like 1:30 or something like that, right? So I'm like, jeez.
Crazy.
Mind you, I got there at 2:30, right? Right after I got there, a whole caravan of people got there. At least 6 people got there, right?
After you?
Right after me. So one of the dudes, he apparently works at another Best Buy, and his Best Buy wasn't getting it. And he was like, you know what? I'm just start taking names.
Micro Center.
Yeah, Micro Center, my bad. Another Micro Center, right? So he starts taking names and everything like that. And, I happen to be the second person. It's important for me to say that they came right after me is because I'm supposed to go with this motherfucker, and he told me, pick him up. And I'm like, nah, I can't pick him up because I'm running late anyway. So that's an important part of the story to say.
I would have been there. You picked me up. But
yeah, you would have been there. But mind you, let me
got your shit.
Let me tell the story. Let me tell the story. Yeah. All right, so I'm there since 2 o'clock and everything like that. People start coming in, everything like that. Mad people. Mind you, this is the third month since it's released. Still lying to the other side of the parking lot, all wrapped around and everything, right? So people's like, yo, what's going on here? Da 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 da. They're like, 3080 camp out. All right, dude, still going around taking names, everything. So by the time the manager comes, he's like, all right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna open the doors. Y'all can come to the back. We're gonna take everyone's names for a second time, and then the truck is gonna come at 11:30, right? Mind you,
he meant like he wanted to open the doors. You guys got to run to the back like a full on sprint kind of.
No, not like that. Okay, not like that.
I didn't know,
crazy.
Like
that showed me crazy. But no,
so he was still using the same list,
right?
Oh, that was
right. He was still using the same list, but that wasn't an official list. That wasn't an official list that the guy made. Now we got the official list. Mind you, I still got to go to work. So I work at 11. I'm thinking they open the doors at 10 o'clock. So I'm getting my shit at 10 o'clock. I'm already here, right? Man. They tell me that, all right, we open the doors at 10, but the trucks don't come till 11:30, which means like, so in my head, I'm like, oh shit. Number one, I hope nobody from my job is listening, but I'm like, oh shit, I got to tell my supervisor something because there's no way I'm here at 2 o'clock and I'm not going to get a fucking 3080. So then I come back at 11:30. He tells us, oh, there's been a delay in the truck. Y'all got to come back here at 1 o'clock. And I'm like, fuck you talking about? I got to come back at 1 o'clock. I was supposed to work at 11 o'clock already like that. I'm already like super late. I'm already stressed, super stressed out. I'm telling my supervisor like, oh, a car's in the shop and my mechanic told me it would be ready at this time, but it's not, and shit like that.
Oh, the old car. You better hope, you better say, whatever you got to say about your car, you better reverse that.
Yeah, man. For real.
You better hope your car, all right. You got to check out after you said that?
I did. No, the funny thing is, as soon as I get back to the house, with my 38 and everything like that, my brakes start squeaking, like squealing and shit like that. I'm like, nah. I'm like, oh my God, this shit is crazy. But long story short, I get back at 1 o'clock. They finally had the shit. It was only 3 3080s. It was like 3 3080s. They got 3 of them? They had 15 cards. They had 3 3080s, 10 3090s, which is the $1,800 one. $1,800? Yeah, that's how much they charge it for. $1,800.
For wait, the 3090?
Yeah, for 3090.
That's the super, that's like beast mode.
That's the workstation one I told you not to spend your money on. This shit is crazy. So they had a,
that's absurd.
They had 10 of those. They had a couple of 3060 Ti's and a couple of 3070s. And
how much was the 3060?
The 36, I didn't check the price. It was probably like, I wasn't going to get that shit. I'm number 2.
It's garbage?
No. That's a good card.
I mean, it's not bad. It's better than.
It's still gonna be better than 90% of the market.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not better.
90% percentile.
Yeah, just about. I mean, I think the only thing that's better than that in the last generation is like the 2080 is the RTX Titans, but of course the RTX Titans.
One of my boys was just telling me that he put that in his computer and he's loving it.
What, the RTX Titan or the 2080 Titan shit? Yeah. So yeah, of course he's gonna be loving that shit. I think that shit is still $1,200.
Really?
Yeah. None of the prices of the 2080s are coming down until they adequately stock the 3080s. Because there's no point in dropping the price of the cards that are actually available to the consumers.
Do you know when the next 3080s drop?
The next what you talking about, like the 3080 Ti's or the next stock? No, they come. What happened?
The restock.
Oh, the restock. They restock every truck. It's just that you don't know how much they're gonna
have on the truck.
Yeah, you don't know how much they're gonna have on the truck. So it's
when
like,
did they do that? Is this like
Mondays? Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, I believe. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays.
So they come in frequently.
They come in pretty frequently, but some
people camp out for
every single truck they camp out.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
So you could do this any night, is what you're saying.
You could do this any night.
Tonight and go get this shit? You
could do it tonight and go get this shit if you want to.
Right.
Like from here.
Good to know.
Right from here you could go. But like I said, there's unforeseen circumstances.
They be having the CPUs too, or is it just
they had no CPUs. Usually they with the CPUs, like the new ones, the AMD ones, right? What is it, like the
Ryzen 9?
Yeah, the Ryzen 9 5900s and shit like that, or 39, whatever's out.
Right.
They would have them on the trucks, except like some people were camping out for those. None came. Like none of them came. The only thing that came was the GPUs.
Damn, they camped out and nothing.
They camped out for that. None of those.
None
of the AMD none of the AMD GPUs. So they were camping out for some shit that didn't even come in the truck. So basically, yeah. So that was my experience. I'm never camping out for anything again because. Basically, this shit was crazy. The camp out experience was crazy. It wasn't a good camp out experience. I had to piss for like a good 3-4 hours, and I couldn't do that.
But so there were 3 available to purchase, and you were number 2. So you were lucky. You got yours.
I was lucky, and I mean to say that because if I went to go pick this nigga up in the Bronx. And then go and camp out, I would have missed out.
Nah, you might have been 3, but I would have been tight.
Nah, because remember, number 4, that like a couple of minutes after I came there at 2:30, a whole caravan of motherfuckers came. And they all wanted, every single person wanted.
It doesn't say a number, a caravan.
It was divine intervention. You got blessed.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
That's a funny way to say a lot of people came.
He just wanted a reason to press that hallelujah button.
Got to.
Oh, this motherfucker here. So I don't want this to be the DMR podcast again, but of course the DMR still hasn't been patched.
I'm loving it.
Of course you're loving it
as a Cold
DMR
War
guy.
Owner, you love it. There's no reason not to love it. You know what I'm saying? It's honestly fun. You know, I enjoy it. You know, the rebirth with the DMR and the Mac 10, I'm going crazy.
Oh, my God.
I'm going crazy.
Oh, God.
I mean, to be that, I mean, I kind of had this conversation with Ant the other day because he's a tier whore when it comes to Street Fighter. Yes, and I will continue to say that. And you're a tier whore when it comes to Call of Duty Warzone, apparently.
I get any advantage I can.
So why is it fun to use an overpowered character or overpowered meta in gun set?
I go off. What do you mean? It's fun killing people in the game, and that's.
But it's not. I would think challenge is fun, right?
Winning is fun.
Oh my god! But if you're at what cost?
I mean,
you're literally a big shark.
Everybody's got
in a small tank.
but not. That's wrong because everybody's using this shit.
So I'm not. So I'm handicapping myself.
Right. Well, the good players, all of the good players are using it. The dedicated players, you know what I'm saying? So it ends up being me versus 3, 4, 5 DMRs. And so it's all about the accuracy. Yeah. It's all about the accuracy at the end of the day.
So basically, it's MLB in the 90s with steroids. If you're not using it, you're putting yourself at a humongous disadvantage.
Super disadvantage.
And if you are using it, then you're with the kings of it. Yo, this motherfucker got something for everything, bruh.
Charge.
This motherfucker got a button for everything now. Now I see why he wants to sit over there in the hot seat.
Right.
In the fucking bird cage. He got something for everything. But
gotta be in control over here.
All right, so how you feel about this though? Like about this whole situation? Because it's disgusting.
I'm waiting till that shit gets patched because I got melted so quick the other day. Like it was like 2 shots.
It's literally 2 shots. It's 2 headshots.
If you get a headshot 175, all you need, you know what I'm saying, is 200 health if you got full shield. So
that's really ridiculous. That's really ridiculous though.
Yeah, I could shoot you
at
in
any
the
range.
Foot. I could shoot you a headshot, shoot you in the foot, and you're down.
Excuse me.
I think we weren't watching earlier, but Ant was telling me earlier, like he was watching one of the big. I'm not gonna say the name because no free promo over here. But he was watching one of the big streamers. Not you, but he was watching one of the big streamers. Yeah, it was me actually. He was watching me. Nah, for real. One of the big streamers, and he got like after a couple hours. Usually they stream for like hours on end, like 9 hours, because that's how they get paid. He got so like fed up with the whole meta. He was like, "Fuck this! I'm not playing this no more." That's what he said. That's what happened, right?
That's what happened. Him and another streamer. They both were just like, "Yo, I'm done for the night." They were just,
and you know what that is that it evens the fucking playing field.
I don't think so. It's skillless. I mean, of course it takes a certain amount of skill to line up.
It's not even that.
Shot,
it's just so like for example, there's games like obviously I play Halo, and you always had the battle rifle, which everyone, but you had a gun that everyone used, but it still was a gun that wasn't as random. You still had the better player always won. I would say. With the new meta in Modern Warfare or Warzone, the better player doesn't always win.
It's whoever sees.
Yeah,
and reaction, position, accuracy.
I don't even think it takes position and all that shit because I could be on top of a building and someone sees me first on the bottom of a building and just shoots me twice in the head or shoots me once in the head, once to the body, and I'm done. Like, how's that? Like, I have the better positioning.
It's like, hardcore status. It's like...
It's hard. That's exactly what it is. This is hardcore Warzone.
I like
but they had hardcore Warzone playlists. They had that before.
They did try that.
And people played it, and then it went away.
It did go away.
Exactly, because it was ass, right?
But that was because of the map situation. And I think that was more about that rather than the bullet situation.
What map situation?
Like you can't see the mini map.
Oh,
you can't see, where you are.
So this is hardcore Warzone without it being hardcore Warzone. And you're playing against people who particularly may not have the hardcore Warzone playlist.
Right.
I don't have the hardcore Warzone playlist unless I kill someone.
If you're cheap and you didn't get the new Call of Duty, then you're at a disadvantage. That's it.
So that's what you're saying. You're saying everyone who doesn't have new Call of Duty is cheap.
And the thing is this Call of Duty was even cheaper than all the rest of the Call of Duties. You know what I'm saying? So it's
was it the price?
For a while during freaking Christmas time, it was about $40.
Oh shit!
But let me tell you, I don't like Call of Duty multiplayer. So you're gonna force me to number one buy a Call of Duty game that I don't want, and then play multiplayer, which you say is worse than Modern Warfare. So you're putting me. You're not really like they're putting me in a position to where this is pay to win.
But this is pay to win. Campaign.
It's pay to win.
The freaking zombies.
I don't play zombies. I don't play campaign. This is pay to win. You're telling me this is pay to win.
No, it's not. It's just integration of the newest Call of Duty into Battle Royale.
All right, so let me ask you. You've just said that you put yourself at at a significant advantage using the DMR and whatever and the Diomedes, all that shit, right?
Mac 10.
And the Mac 10.
I'm not a big fan of it. I actually almost died with the Diomedes and the freaking Akimbo, but I switched off to the Mac 10, finished the game off recently. But I'm not a big fan of those. All
right. So back to my point. You're telling me that, right? You put yourself at a significant advantage, right? If you use those guns, those three guns are only acquirable.
Nah, but there's even more. Like pretty much, the AUG, the Gallo. There's some guns out there that.
All right, but this is every gun. This is every gun in Cold War, right?
Yeah.
Every Cold War gun. So how are you telling me that that this is not pay to win at this particular point in time, at this particular matter? Mm-hmm. How are you telling me honestly that this is not pay to win? This is pay to. This is the definition of pay to win.
But if you battle pass it, you can unlock those weapons.
But you got to pay for the battle pass.
You do, but I haven't paid for the battle pass since the first moment that the season came out. The first season I paid for a battle pass. I haven't paid for a battle pass since because you unlock the Call of Duty coins.
How much is Activision paying you right now? Just tell me how much Activision paying you right now to say the game is not pay to win.
They're not, because I get where you're coming from. You do have to make that initial payment to be part of the battle pass.
You literally just said if you're cheap and you don't want to pay for this new Call of Duty, then you're not.
Well, you can earn it through the battle pass. Is the next option.
But I can't level the guns.
Yes, you can.
Through
Warzone, but you got to put in some hours if you're doing that.
That shit is a grind.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can't do that shit in shipment. You can't do it in shipment or Nuketown. You need to grind.
That's what I'm saying.
For me, you know what I'm saying. I took the cheat way to level up my DMR.
So you paid to win.
No, I went into zombies.
I just want you to say it one time that this is a pay to win game now.
I guess, all right? You know what I'm saying? If you gotta pay for the Cold War to actually enjoy Warzone at this moment.
Let's go. Do we got some cheers or something? Like we gotta have something.
At the end of the day,
there we motherfucking go.
At the end of the day, you should try Cold War. You know what I'm saying? You should try it.
God, this sounds like an endorsement.
I wish it was, but I you know what I'm saying? I grew to enjoy it a little bit.
All right, that sounds good. So we can move past that particular situation. Now, apparently, I don't know if we talked about this last week. I know we talked about this eventually, but one of the biggest games of last year that was supposed to come out, it's been pushed back so many times, was Cyberpunk 2077, right? And apparently, not even just on the console version, the PC version is having a lot of difficulty, just a lot of shit. Initially, I saw that it was just the console version. And now a whole lot of situations, a whole lot of videos, a whole lot of everything is coming out saying that the PC version is also flawed and bugged. So,
oh, really? I haven't seen that.
I haven't really. That the Xbox X is handling it very well.
Is it?
I got 2 feedbacks from that, and they said that everything is great. They're loving the game, no glitches. Since the last update, when they first tried it, it was fucked up though. And
I thought it was just only broken with last gen consoles, with PS4 and Xbox One. I thought everything else was running smooth, even PC. I thought PC had the best.
Nah, I saw some videos where even PC, like, I don't know, we're not gonna splice into videos right now, but I saw videos that PC was still having some glitches. It may not be as many like game breaking glitches as last gen's consoles, but It's been a rough ride for that. To the point where
I've heard that too.
To the point where they were actually giving refunds on the PlayStation Store. They took it off the PlayStation Store, giving refunds. I think
that was mainly the PS4, not so much the PS5.
When did that even release on the PS5? I didn't know it released this current gen now. It released? It's done? Like, it's out?
We gotta fact check that one.
I don't know what was going on with that. But, you know, it is what it is with that. All right, so what's the particular procedure in games like that? Because I know there's been certain games where they basically give you free. Number one, free refunds when it comes to digital games. I'm not exactly sure how, unheard of that is, but I've only heard of it happening in No Man's Sky. And that game was also another game that was supposed to be
overhyped
game. Super duper overhyped.
Never heard of that.
And it came out, basically it's a game where
you were supposed to be able to do everything.
Open world GTA
open
style.
planet, open universe.
Galaxy.
Yeah, open everything.
Everything. So you go to discover new planets, and you find new species and shit like that. It's supposed to be like an endless planet. You'll never. It's a. The funny thing is, they said it was. It was.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. They said it was.
They releasing that information with STEMI.
We'll talk. But
Sidetrack.
Yeah, they said that No Man's Sky was supposed to be like an online multiplayer game, but they said the galaxy was so expansive, you will never ever collide into another person. That's how big the game was.
Damn.
And they released it, and it was a fucking mess. Like it was fucking.
It was
awful.
one of the worst releases ever.
Yeah, it was probably the worst. Like at least the biggest disappointment. Like widespread disappointed game. Like I don't know of all time.
Sounds
I know
like you gotta use your
was.
imagination with a game like that.
Yeah, something like that. But apparently, like Cyberpunk 2077 is like. At least
on that
from
level.
what I heard, it's maybe like a level under this.
I think you know what? I think that game just got hit with the inevitable internet troll. Like,
You think so?
Think that's
You don't
really
think
what
it's
it was.
that bad? But
I don't know. Because
I
I haven't played it. I just only watched some streamers play it, and what I saw. Well, I wasn't excited. Originally, I was excited for the game when I first saw it, like at E3 or whatever that was, because
Keanu Reeves.
No, because it looked like it looked like that futuristic. Yeah, it looked like a futuristic like GTA.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be more of an action game.
Yeah,
because that's what it looked like.
Right.
And then as it it kept getting closer and closer, then it was like it was an RPG, and I hate RPGs.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear none about no Final Fantasies, none of these fucking dumbass games. We gotta
Not a big fan of
select. It's like select A if you want to.
We'll talk about that.
Select A if you want to say yes, you're the best, or some. I'm like, fuck.
Like that.
So the game is a very dialogue intensive game.
So it's more Skyrim than it is GTA.
And then the action sequences that it does have feels like it's like 1990 shooter. Like it feels clunky. It doesn't. Yeah, even when you watch it, it's like, damn, this shit just looks outdated shooter wise. But the dialogue and the story, which looks great. So for the people that were for that, it looks like look good. I mean, it has like I've seen some glitches where like a character's face is off or like little shit like that. But to me, those are just funny. Like okay, it lasts like 2 seconds.
Game breaking,
it's not game breaking. So you can still play your fucking game.
Right.
So
is that the same creator as GTA?
No, this one is CD Projekt Red, right?
Yeah, and I have no idea who that is. What have they made?
CD. They made some other games,
sure.
but they're not Rockstar. Who
Not
does?
super big.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it had GTA hype. That's the only reason why I even mentioned
that's
that.
why it had that. A lot of people originally thought it was going to be more of action based game.
Yeah.
In the future, but it wasn't. It was more of a dialogue heavy RPG in the future, which
Some
is
people like that.
there's definitely a group of people who love that shit. Yeah. Once I found that out, I knew I wasn't buying it. I knew I wasn't buying that game. And I remember, that I was on Facebook and IGN posted some shit about the game, and I was like, that's how I found out. It was like, oh, it's more RPG based, and I remember commenting like, oh, well, I guess I'm not getting this game anymore. I can't stand RPGs. And people were like attacking me in the comments, like, oh, what's wrong with people always say negative shit about RPGs because I don't want to fucking walk around pressing buttons to ask people some dumbass questions for some stupid. I'll watch a fucking movie if I want it. I want to shoot people in a video game.
This is what we call a jock gamer.
Yes,
this guy.
That's a fact. I grew up when people were playing like Zelda and Arcania time bullshit.
You've never played any Zelda game, by the way.
Yes, I did. I played the Gold tape. The gold cartridge.
Oh, the gold
NES.
All right, I got you.
However,
30 years ago. All right, there you go.
Listen, I had an NES, I had an Atari, I had a Sega, I had it all. So, but yeah, those games were just not for me. I had Tecmo Super Bowl, Double Dribble, like all the sports games, all shooter games. Game, right? That's what I did. That was me. I was that person.
I'm thinking of the first-person shooters, but also the sports, 2K, the Madden.
Exactly.
The go-to.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of
the
Madden,
games where the games that people play that usually get pussy, not You know, I like
Zelda and Final Fantasy. Yeah, but you know, I got a fiance, so you know I don't have to get pussy, so I'm chilling. I'm chilling. There you go. Black
you know, you were in the band as well. You know how that goes.
I was not in the band. No, I was. And like,
how many instruments do you play?
We're not gonna talk about that. I play a lot. I'm very talented. There you go. I'm a jack of all trades.
Instruments. He was in the band, drummer over here.
I was also on the football team.
So you say? I have not seen any videos.
All right, I have not seen I can show you some stuff.
Sure.
I'll show you some stuff. I got pictures and all that shit.
You've been playing the guitar lately, right?
I mean, I have been playing the guitar lately. Yeah, just
you
dabbling.
Been online,
like
so
that.
Let's hear what you've been doing.
I mean, you know, I've been most of the time. I've been you know, just learning a couple things when it comes to helping this motherfucker out with his Premiere Pro and everything. Like, I mean, I could. So he doesn't want any help. He doesn't want any help. But yeah, just production and shit like that. I could, but I don't feel like it. But you know, After Effects, yo, that looks like, yo, that motherfucker right there looks like Peter Guns. I thought that was Peter Guns right there. But you know, I mean, anyways, sidetrack. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna be on very soon. I was just getting my 3080 correct with the correct drivers and everything like that.
You said you was having some struggles with that.
Not particularly struggles. It's just that when it comes to my 2080 Super, I found one particular driver that made the game like buttery smooth. Everything ran good. Everything was great. How many
frames? What are we talking here? It was buttery to you.
I mean, it was buttery to me, but like the frames didn't really matter at that particular point. I had like 120 frames, like 110. Like running on running on 1440p, everything, which is 2K. So I was straight. Okay. You know, I upped it to this 3080, everything like that. I'm getting crazy frames. I'm getting like 200 frames, everything like that, like straight.
3080?
I feel it. Yeah, I'm
getting 200 frames per second.
Yeah, I'm getting like 200 frames per second. If I didn't throttle, because I throttled the shit. Pause. I put that shit on VSync, which makes it an automatic like 133, 144 depending.
Why would you want to do that?
Because what that does is, if you're, all right, we're getting into the technical side of things.
That's good, though. I want, we can educate some people here.
All right, educate. All right, so if you're running at a frame rate that's faster than your particular monitor, let's say my monitor is a 144 megahertz frame rate, right? If my game runs at 200 frame rate or like 300 frame rate,
the monitor can't pick it up.
Not that it can't pick it up, but it starts getting choppy or anything like that, and you start seeing shit that's
so you need a better monitor, is what you're saying.
Not even necessarily. Not even, because the best monitors go up to 240. If your game's running at 300 frames per second, it doesn't matter how good your monitor is or how many frames per second.
So the best monitors go up to what?
Go to 240 megahertz.
240, okay.
240 megahertz.
And so if you get 200.
If I get 200 frames,
it handled it.
It would, but sometimes my shit, like, let's say if your shit runs at 300 frames, or if I play a game that runs at 300 frames, or however many frames that it runs at.
Can the 3080 handle that?
The 3080 will handle whatever the 3080 handles.
But would that handle 300 frames per second game?
Because it's being put out by the 3080. So, of course it handles, because 3080 is putting it out. My point saying is, tearing, the reason why you put on VSync is to prevent tearing. Now, if you've played a game before, if you played any game before, or like first-person shooter or anything like that, and you move your mouse or you move your thumbstick or anything like that, sometimes you see at the top of the screen, you see one picture. At the bottom of the screen, you see another picture. Okay. Right? That's what's called tearing. You literally see like a tear in the pictures. That's because your screen, the refresh rate, there's something in the back of the screen. There's something in the back of the backlight, something in the back of the screen that goes up and down, right? That's basically literally refreshing the picture. Each time it goes up and down. Okay. So if you match up your screen frame rate to whatever frame rate your graphics card is putting out, G-Sync is literally, or V-Sync is literally, V-Sync stands for vertical sync, because the refresh thing, I forgot the exact term, is literally in the back of the monitor refreshing the screen. Vertical sync. Vertical like sync is
little fucking.
I don't know what the little fucking thing is you're talking about. Hell no. But basically what I'm doing is, basically what VSync is syncs up the verticals, refresh and everything like that. So I lock my shit at 133, 144, because that's what my screen does. I forgot how we got on this, but point of the matter is, I lock my shit there, and I still see it's not as buttery smooth as it needs to be. So I'm trying to find a correct driver that makes it like it's supposed to be.
All right, I got a question.
No, go ahead.
With your 2080, what?
2080 Super, right?
The 2080 Super.
Gotta put that.
You're saying that it was buttery smooth. Now, what were you locking your shit at on the 2080?
That was at like 120. That was at like 120.
So a little bit lower. So maybe your eyes could only handle 120 frames per second, or is it the monitor that is better at 120? Do you think?
Nah, I mean it could be the monitor. It could be the multitude of things. It's probably the monitor and anything like that. But I mean, my monitor is
maybe the monitor handles 130, 140, but it's kind of similar to like how cars. You got 180 on the dash, but you're not really touching that.
Right. I mean, listen, my monitor isn't the newest. I probably got like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. But the only way to test that is to get a new 144 hertz monitor. And
how much does those go for?
When I got mine, it was like $400, $500. I got mine on sale. It's probably like around the same price.
Expensive monitor. We talking about what, 28 inches?
Nah, yeah, it was like 27 inches. I don't like going past 27. I feel like that's the optimal.
They say what, 27 to 32? 32 is too big, right?
Yeah, 32 is too big. Now, we're saying that because 27, depending on... Listen, it all really depends on how far you sit away from your screen. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're sitting like right here and you're playing, this is perfect. It's probably like a 40-inch, 50-inch? 50-inch. So this is perfect.
I don't know. That's just too... If you sit back there and looking, it's still too small.
You feel like it's too small?
I used to sit like right up
right there, right? Yeah. See? But, yeah, it's something like that. So it kind of depends on the distance and where you're doing it at. Okay. Exactly. If I had like a mouse and keyboard or whatnot, because what you want to do, you don't want to have to turn your head like at all in order to see shit. Yeah, the heads up display is important. What do you mean? Yeah, you can move your eyes, but the 27 inch, for me at least, is
you can see the peripherals.
I can see everything. I see my peripherals exactly. Now, if you go up to 32, which I know some people like. They like having the 32.
Or even the curved screen. How you feel about the curved
screen? I don't like that shit at all.
A lot of gamers are against the curved screen,
I don't like the curved screen. I don't like the mega wide. I don't like that shit at all. Some people's for that, but like
Brian and Kenny, they liking that.
Yeah, they like that shit, and that's cool for them. But that,
KD's not reflecting.
Exactly. I mean, does it ever? But I mean, saying though. I mean, you got to think about it when it comes to gaming. You have the curved screen and everything like that, right? The curved screen is basically, I'm not going to say it's like wrapping around your head, but it's wrapping around your peripherals more than an actual flat screen, right? Mm-hmm. So if you could see everything that you need to see on a flat screen and you're wrapping the curved screen around your eyes, you got to turn your head more to see heads up display or how many bullets you have, or you gotta look at the map.
Right.
Like, you feel me? It's just like taking it more.
Those little details can make a big difference.
It makes a huge difference when it comes to gaming and competitive gaming and shit like that. And mind you, I'm not like the best of the best at anything, but I like to keep myself competitive in any game that I play.
Right. You should be competitive in whatever you do.
Exactly. That's how I like to look at it. And I think
that's a certain way to look at life.
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
I feel you on that.
All right, so why don't we have some clips to show, we have some things to see and everything like that.
Let's check out some clips real quick.
Yeah, I like to look at this shit.
We got any? What we pulling up, Ant?
We're gonna pull up some glitches because I'm over.
Okay, the glitches.
Actually, no. First, I saw this really cool knife kill.
Okay.
This is
let's see this shit.
Crazy. So we're just gonna take a look at this.
Now knife kills are difficult because you only get one chance at that shit.
Are definitely impressive. It's definitely more impressive than watching someone kill with a goddamn DMR all day.
Which is very easy.
Yeah, the DMR.
Yeah, DMR is easy.
So my man here.
Until you have it, you're gonna hate it.
Ground loop.
Yeah, exactly.
So we got the helicopter flying in. Okay, let's see.
That's life. You gotta get it.
He's
flying in.
This can't be
No.
Kobe.
Yo, look at that shit.
I wish you could slow that down. That was
that would be crazy. I mean, we could slow it down in the post production, But
Right.
the crazy thing about knife kills is because knife kills and crossbow kills and everything like that, they have a certain projectile, right? There's a difference between hit scan weapons and projectile weapons. You know the difference?
I don't. But I think that you got to aim a little higher with the throwing knife.
Yeah, you got to aim higher with the throwing knife.
You got to count for
because it has
drop.
a drop off and everything like that. And projectiles, the difference between projectiles and hit scan is if you press the button or if you press the trigger, a projectile hits automatically. It goes to the target automatically no matter where they are on the screen, no matter what distance. A projectile has travel distance, so you have to account for that too. So crossbows has a crazy drop off, has a crazy travel time, and knives have crazy drop and crazy travel time. And with knives, you only get one chance basically. So if you throw your knife and you miss, not only are you giving off, where you are on the map, so someone can just turn on you. Now you don't have another lethal unless you have another knife and you have another chance. But the knives are also good because it's high risk, high reward. You hit somebody full armor, they're dead. Like automatically, right? Do you even down them or are they dead? They dead.
I think they might go down. We gotta.
They might go down. They might go down, but still, it's full armor, full shield.
One knife does because they got the different knives too. They got the EMP, the flaming.
I mean, that's all aesthetic.
Don't they? They all do the same. They all kill you one hit, right? Okay,
yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. So check. I guess this clip here is a glitch.
Okay.
Now I've seen a clip similar to this more than once. Okay. So I don't know how often this is occurring in Warzone, but this is just insane. Like if this is something that happens frequently. So he thought he was chilling in a cubby and he just gets shot. But look at the kill cam. He could just see right through the wall.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. That happened to me.
What? I've never, ever.
That was in Plunder too. I don't know.
That happened to me.
Was that Plunder? Oh, that's Plunder. I didn't realize that. But still, I mean, I'd still be pissed.
For sure.
I didn't die, but I tried to. I remember I was in airport. No, I wasn't airport. It was Boneyard. And I'm trying to run. Like I'm trying to run through this opening. It's a big opening. I'm trying to run through it. I'm like, yo, why the fuck can I run through this shit? And I moved back, and it's a wall. So it was a completely transparent wall, just like that. And I could see everything on the other side.
But how can one person shoot through it though? That's the crazy part.
I think everything except like metal you could shoot through. So
yeah, but his opponent could see him clearly and knew he was there. Like he can see through the wall, but the other person that got killed couldn't see anything.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like it's a closed up wall. Right?
Yeah. So I think this is a similar clip right here. So we're gonna press play on this and check this one out.
When was this?
These were all recently.
One day ago.
So one-way wall.
One-way wall. This is a day ago. This wasn't. Let's see if this wasn't Plunder.
Oh my God! Look at him. Nah, that's not Plunder.
He was just in the cubby and he got murked.
Aired out through the wall. Bro.
Yeah. So
I haven't experienced that yet.
Yeah. So it's either you getting killed by TMR and apparently shot through transparent walls.
You know what it is? I think what they're doing. There's so many glitches, and it's funny because. It's not like old glitches. Like they have new and exciting glitches in fucking Warzone.
They just add them. They just like
exactly.
They flip the switch. They flip the switch. Like it's like
they add them at this
point.
Yeah, like things have been too good lately. Like it's been so smooth. Let's just add a glitch.
Like that's exactly what I was about to say. There's no way that you change something. There's no way that you put guns in a fucking in a game type that now. Walls aren't showing up. Like there's no way. That's not even the same part. Like those parts of the coding are not even in the same particular area. They're not even in the same area. So they like you said, they have to flip the switch. They're not even the same area to code
flip the switch. All right, so we got this other clip. This was actually probably a dope clip from this week.
Could we see your Semtex too after this one?
The who?
You want to see your Semtex clip?
A Semtex clip. Oh, I don't have it on here. We can't watch it.
Nah.
We got the crossbow with the thermal. Oh my God! Yo.
That's crazy.
Nah, that was a crazy. I don't know, but that got to be on computer, console, because he got auto aim on that shit. Yeah, LB, RB on the bottom.
That's console.
Yeah, he had to get some auto aim on that shit.
But the thing is, like, why would? Because it seems like he got accustomed crossbow. Why would you
run that?
Yeah, why would you run a crossbow?
Because he knew that was gonna happen.
He's playing for the clip.
That shit
he had to.
Oh, he had to be playing for the clip.
Yeah, he didn't win that game.
People do play for clips, I'm sure, right?
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. There's no way you're throwing. There's no way you're throwing a knife at a fucking chopper. There's no way you're doing that shit. Let's see my best snipe yet. Let's see that.
You want to see your best snipe yet?
Yeah, not my best snipe yet, but what?
Yeah, yours is still processing.
Y'all don't snipe, motherfucker.
Exactly. Still downloading.
I did some good snipes with him one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some good snipes with him.
Did Kev witness this?
He witnessed it. He saw the shit.
You witnessed this? I find this hard to believe.
Yeah, you find a lot of shit hard to believe.
Of course I do. So we're going to load this up right now. Give me 1 second.
All right. What the fuck?
Think he missed the first shot. Let's see. Woo.
Oh my gosh.
Yo.
How far is that?
Let's see. This dude had 1 kill.
That was his one kill? Oh my god, we should.
He was just sitting there the whole time with an HDR. I mean, it was a good snipe, but I mean, like, bruh. What are we doing here?
Was that 82 people left? So that's about mid game.
That was like the very first circle, probably. Still.
That was a good snipe.
That was definitely
you
a
got
good
some
snipe.
more kills. You ain't stay in port the whole game.
Nah, you know he did. You know he did.
Probably.
All right, let's take a look at one more, just because this one has decent snipes, but
I also want to see that Warzone is unplayable too. We can look at 2 more then.
all right.
Because I already know what that's gonna be.
This dude was against bots, I think. He was definitely against some bots.
So he's using a car 80. Oh my gosh. Let's just run full speed at a guy with a fucking sniper rifle. Marksman, excuse me. Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, he got the win.
Oh shit, that was for the win.
That was for the win, though. Yeah, that was a good
Where
one.
were his friends looking at? What was that?
They must have been looking at that dude's teammates, and he just flanked with the car. I mean, it was a good flank.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. It definitely was. Nice. That was nice,
he did not miss.
No, he definitely didn't miss. But what goes through a player's head that they see someone close to them with a sniper rifle? I'm just running in a straight line directly at you, no movement, no nothing, just straight line.
Because a lot of snipers get scared that someone's running at them and they end up missing their shot. So it depends on the level of sniper. You know, some people, I mean, obviously. You just run in a straight line at someone.
I mean, that's easy shot.
But what it also does is if you start running straight at someone, the character that you're looking at, if you're scoped in.
Yeah.
So instead of being like head level with them, your vertical kind of like moves below. So you got to kind of adjust a little bit. So some people don't know how to do that. That's what I said. It depends on who the sniper is.
You're a seasoned sniper though, right? You're a sneezing. Wow.
Yeah.
You're a sneezing sniper. You're a seasoned Halo sniper, right? So I mean.
Actually, the best game I sniped in was Battlefield.
Really? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Battlefield's the best sniper.
The skills convert in this game between Battlefield and this?
A little bit.
A little bit?
I think this game is a little bit easier. It's Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty's always easier, right?
It's always gonna be easier to snipe in, so
less bullet drop than most games.
Right, it's just gonna see this Warzone is unplayable. All right, so what gun is he even using? What gun?
Oh, it don't matter what gun he's using because what he gets killed by.
That's a DMR?
Look at this.
Come on.
Melt.
Come on.
He wasn't ready.
Yo, we said we wasn't going to play any DMR clips.
Oh yeah, but come on,
God, bro.
You literally have no chance to react. You can't react.
Nah, you can. You
cannot react.
Straight up. If you get shot first and you drop or you get behind cover, you're good.
Get shot first and you drop. It takes 2 shots to kill you.
You gotta avoid that second shot.
Gotta avoid that second shot. All right, so don't let the fire rate be so fast. That took 0.2 seconds
it's a
to kill him.
fire weapon. So.
Oh my god.
It's all about your.
Kev, who do you know at Activision? I need to know who you know at Activision.
Nah, just
because there's no way.
I just like the gun. When you experience it, you're gonna like it too.
I tried to use it by like picking up off the ground, you know.
Somebody whack DMR. You pick up mine, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, let me get that.
Alright, I mean, you know, it's what it is. I mean, it seems as if we're closing down on time right now. So anybody else wants to say you got anything to plug, Kev?
No. follow me, New York Kev. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I got some Xbox clips coming soon to the podcast too. You can check those out.
You got a Twitch or anything like that?
Twitch too, same thing, New York Kev.
Twitch.tv/New York Kev, right?
Yes, sir. What about you, Tony? What you got going on?
I got a couple things going on. You already know. You can go to Linktree. That's L-I. All right, yeah. How you doing? That's LINK.T. No, wait. What is it? LINKTR.ee/Up the Volume Podcast. Basically, it's everyone here. We got a couple other podcasts. It's the War Games Podcast, hollering at you. We got Tiny and Tones Podcast and the Random Notes Podcast. Also, we have Twitch.tv/Tones82. So, holla at us. What's going on? Yo, what you got to plug, bro?
Excellent.
I don't got nothing to plug, actually. I'm just here producing all this great content.
All right, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But if you want to, Greenhouse Productions, ANT_green with the E at the end.
Yeah. What's your
help
handle?
with your podcast, all that, you know what I'm saying? Holla at Tone. I mean, Ant.
Or holla at me.
Ant Live.
You know
Tone
what
can
I'm
help you
saying?
too, but
Yeah, that's
also video editing and shit like that. That's Ant Green right over there.
Don't holler at me. It's time consuming. I don't got the time.
Yeah, if you got the money, he got the time.
right.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Nah, you.
But nah, we checking out.
Yeah, all right, yo. We're gonna see y'all next week. Have a good week,
night.
everybody.
Tune back in next week. Drop the bombs.